In Texas. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And the kick goes.
You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Dolphins going up against the Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. And the decision. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line, and they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for him again.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Throwing on 3rd down, Romo, complete to Jason Witten. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Romo gives to Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And let's run through the Dolphins defense.
Cameron Wake may have begun his career in Canada, but in the NFL, he's been one of the top pass rushers since he's entered the league.
To throw on 2nd down is Romo. Out left side here to Bryant. A glance back at 2016 for Dez Bryant. 50 receptions, under 800 yards, had 8 touchdowns. What do you make of the season that Dez had?
Well, remember, it started with Dez injured, so it took a little while for him to get started. I'm going to make a bold prediction for you. Would not shock me at all if he doubled his catch number next year and darn near doubled his receiving yardage total. Because if he's healthy all year long, they're going to want to take some pressure off of the run game themselves, and Dak Prescott in his 2nd season should be that much more confident throwing it downfield.
Here's Romo now on 2nd down. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Okay, the starters for the Miami Dolphins offensively. Charles, who are we highlighting?
Got to highlight Jay Ajayi, their running back. Came out of Boise State as a 5th-round pick, but most people had his talent much more like a 2nd round. There were some medical concerns with the knee, but he can do it all. Run, catch, block. He's truly a threat.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter, you're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Back to throw, Romo, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Here we go on 4th. Romo drops it underneath. Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And he finds Stills complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. This one caught. Jordan Cameron. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. For someone who piled up the yardage that Jay Ajayi did in 2016, I think it was a strange type of a year. How many runners do you know that will end the season with more 200-yard games on the ground than 100-yard games and end up over 1,000?
Very, very strange. 3 200-yard games, just 1 100-yard game. All in all, though, how do you see his season? A rough start, but looked pretty good in the end.
Rough start, but a really good offensive line that continues to grow. I think the future's really bright for Jay Ajayi and the Dolphins next season.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's caught. Stills, right side. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. On 4th down, Tannehill. And he's got him. It's the tight end, Cameron. Give him 14 on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And this seemingly endless drive continues. And he motions the wide receiver. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Their dangerous wide receiver from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. To throw on 2nd down is Romo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Romo finding his safety valve here. That's complete. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Lance Dunbar, 71 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
There's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And quickly, they get to the line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On the left side, this is Stills. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Shift together here from the D-line. Cameron, the man in motion. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Well, now they'll try the end around. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. In motion is Grant. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Morris Claiborne makes the play defensively. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Tannehill now to throw. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. One man in the backfield, Elliott. On 2nd and 10, Romo. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. Back to throw, Tannehill. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And his guys will take over at the 30.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire. We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire. If I'm not mistaken, home team made 2 threes on my feet, then I pump fake. Baby girl, grab the crew, kiss it, sweat, leave me.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Cowboys going up against the Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte, North Carolina, as we bring in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you doing it, right?
It's really fascinating at what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
This is Elliott, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Witten.
You just give him full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
K'Wan Short came out of Purdue as one of the top-rated defensive tackle prospects. Now he's one of the top-rated NFL players.
Romo on third down. Complete to Jason Witten. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Left.
Romo hands to Elliott. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go now.
Again, it's Elliott. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
That's caught at the 3. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On 1st down, it's Romo. And he slings one that's incomplete. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. From the gun on 3rd down, Romo. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. That's connection numero uno, Tony Romo going to Desmond DeMond Bryant.
And how about the chemistry those two have built up over the years? You know, everybody always sees Dez as being so demonstrative on the sidelines, like he's upset about things. He just wants his quarterback to know he wants the ball, and he's going to make plays for him.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And the numbers down a bit from their Super Bowl year this season for Jonathan Stewart. Did have some injuries. He finished with 824 yards. 9 touchdowns, though. Good in that department.
When it's around the goal line, he's a terrific runner because he knows how to get there, and he can run through contact, run through trash, as we like to say. That's part of the reason he accumulates the injuries that he does, because he runs inside a lot and takes on those linebackers. But they're going to work on Jonathan Stewart in the offseason, get him healthy, and have him back ready to go for next season.
Now Stewart on first down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. 7 yards to go on second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football to control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. Okay, I have to take a second here and talk about Greg Olsen, the tight end for the Carolina Panthers. 3rd straight year over 1,000 yards in receptions. And guess what? That's the first time that's ever happened in NFL history. 3 straight years by a tight end.
That's really something. Now 31 years of age. They're going to need him next year to turn it around because a very disappointing season.
Not the season anyone expected, least of all the Carolina Panthers, but he's a building block that they can go ahead and get back to form starting in 2017.
This is Stewart again. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
That's a love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
After the run, Newton going to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ted Ginn there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this one complete to Witten over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Tony Romo on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On second down, here's Romo going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters. Jeez, I don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter. Let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Stewart, and he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and it's third down.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now, there's a reason he's called Riverboat Ron. Rivera going to lead the offense out on 4th down. Newton gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 14 yards there on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body boys guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Newton on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Shipped together here from the D-line. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. So Carolina eating some clock on the ground there, and part of why they were the end. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ted Ginn. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Check.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Romo here on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be a Dallas first down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Completes it to Jason Witten. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be first down, Cowboys.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 50, it's Romo. Complete to Bryant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that one. And that leads to a Dallas first down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And this one complete to Witten over the middle. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now a first down throw. Romo. This will be caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. Panthers hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he's going to fight his way forward. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Newton. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. Touchdown, Carolina. Ed Dixon, 36 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Cam looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Strike 20. Half. Check.
Now Tony Romo on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Stewart is the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Check.
On 1st down, Romo. This will be caught at about the 3. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Ready. Left 35. Black 35. Gun.
They motion the running back out left. On 2nd down, here's Romo. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard and the time left on the clock? As you noted, so many things to go through.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
3 yards remaining here on second down. Another run for Stewart. He's been busy, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Here's Andy Lee now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Check.
He's back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And that'll bring up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. One last throw here for Romo. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Well, going into the final play.